A group of robbers were robbing a bank. A hostage's phone suddenly rang. The robbers grew nervous. They quickly asked who owned the phone. No one dared to speak. An elderly man sitting in a chair raised his hand. It was his 80th birthday. The call was from his children. One robber found a cookie. He placed a candle on top. He ordered the hostages to sing happy birthday. Then the robbers set the elderly man free. This was all to buy time for his team. Days earlier, Paul stood outside the country's largest bank. He noticed the sewers nearby were connected. Poor Paul came up with a bank heist plan. The next day, he gathered his best friends to learn the bank's layout. Paul pretended to be a customer making a deposit. He carefully noted the security cameras. He secretly took photos with a camera. A guard spotted him. Several guards took him away. They tried to check his camera, but there were no photos inside. Paul had removed the memory card beforehand. He let himself be caught to map the bank's interior. After leaving, he marked his car wheel. He pushed the car from the sewer to the bank entrance. This let him calculate the distance to the vault. He planned to dig a tunnel straight to the vault. The team dug through the sewers day and night. Days later, a friend posed as a wealthy client. He memorized the vault's exact layout. They built a lockpick at once. As the team neared breaking through, Paul announced a new plan. Some men would rob the bank openly. This would distract all the police. The rest would sneak into the vault through the tunnel. They would escape the same way. Everyone agreed to Paul's plan. They burned off their fingerprints with glue. Armed with guns, they stormed the bank. They quickly took control of the building, but they missed a guard in the security room. The guard saw the robbers and called the police. Cops arrived and surrounded the bank. The robbers stayed calm. They shut the bank doors in front of the police. They found the security guard and set him free. This bought more time for the tunnel team. The team reached the vault. They used their custom lockpick to open every safe. They grabbed all the cash inside. They loaded the money into bags. The bags were sent back through the tunnel. Teammates in the sewer loaded everything onto a raft. Paul pulled out a red cloth. He laid their weapons on top. They left all the guns behind. The police outside heard nothing. They broke into the bank, but the robbers were gone. They had escaped into the sewers below. They rowed the raft away. They drove off and escaped successfully. They used their wits to steal a huge fortune. They escaped poverty forever. One robber spent money wildly. He even abandoned his wife. His wife was furious. She told the police about the heist. The robber was arrested soon after. The rest of the team was caught too, but they remained calm. Being arrested was part of the plan. The country was deeply corrupt. The vault's money was illegally obtained. The robbers only used toy guns. They could not receive heavy sentences. Paul was released shortly after. He lived a rich life with his fortune.